Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. My name is Sean Dexter and I welcome you to the Mango Crow for your daily analysis video. It is a Sunday, a beautiful, beautiful Sunday, and we are about to have that weekly close. So in today's video, we're going to go ahead and do something a little bit different for the purposes of brevity while also trying to cover everything that is important. We're going to be looking at Bitcoin. We're going to be looking at Ethereum and also Chainlink. And at the same time, I don't want this video to be like multiple hours long. So we're going to only be looking at the weekly time frame and the 12-hour time frame for all of them. Why the weekly? Well, we're about to close a weekly candle. Why the 12-hour? Because we're about to close a important 12-hour candle too. And why do I consider it important? Well, if you guys have been following Mango for a while, you guys know that at pivotal junctures, that 12-hour candle close going into the new week has proven to give us some really strong hints. For example, I think it was somewhere around here. Yep, right over here, right? Just before the big Corona candle, actually. If you guys do remember, during this week, this entire week, right? Look at this wick over here. We were green. This was a big green candle, and it did look like Bitcoin was, about to reverse. But over here, the Mango community, if you guys remember, we were bearish, right? We were getting out of our positions, and just into that weekly close, right? Just going into that 12-hour close, we dumped hard. So this entire week's red action happened in one 12-hour candle close. Now, am I saying that that's exactly what's going to happen over here? No. What I'm saying is that we can look for clues going into this weekly close, going into this particular 12-hour candle close as to what Bitcoin may want to do going forward. But to be honest, now that I look at this, the structure between these two areas are very, very uncannily similar, right? Let me go ahead and pull out my drawing tools. Okay, so look at this. We have consolidation, pop on over to the upside, bull flag-like formation, fails to see continuation, and dumps back down, right? Okay, consolidation, pops over to the upside, bull flag-like formation, fails to see continuation, and dumps back down, okay? But look at these two areas over here. Now we're at that juncture where things may be different, okay? Let me just go ahead and erase everything. Look at this over here. This following week after the dump back down, we popped up, right? We popped up. What do we do over here? Well, we dumped down and then we popped up. Now, it wasn't as aggressive as this pop-up over here, but hey, who knows? We still have 12 hours before this weekly candle closes, right? Do we go ahead and test the structure over here? We may go ahead and test, what's it looking like around 11,100-ish. Let's say 11,100-ish, right? That's kind of what we did over here. We came and tested the structure at around 9,200, put in a lower high on the 12-hour time frame, and then dump back down, making the weekly candle close look really, really ugly. Could we be seeing hints of that happen again over here? Remember, things don't need to happen exactly the same way. The reason we look at the charts through a holistic perspective is because we are looking for clues as to the probability of what may happen. I really do recommend you guys go back in time and watch how we traded this entire area over here and how we came up with that. And initially, we were bullish. And then, even on this dump down over here, we were still bullish. We changed our mindset based on the clues we were getting after Bitcoin started printing in certain candles on various time frames, right? So again, I really recommend, if you guys are really serious about learning, go ahead and, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and read what one of the Mango Seed members recently said. One of our newest members, actually. Give me a second. I'm going to pause the video and then find the conversation. Alright, and here's the conversation I had with Sanders. It was just a day ago, actually, September 12th. I'm not sure if you guys can see my Telegram screen right now. I'm just going to go ahead and read it out for you guys, just a summary. And he says, hey, morning Sean, been realizing this week how powerful what you've put together is. The ability to cross-reference historical moves and discuss that you discuss in the trading modules to the daily videos from that exact time and compare. So essentially what he's referring to is the fact that in the seed modules I reference different areas that I traded on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then then what he does is he goes back, okay, he puts in the work to go back to those daily videos on our YouTube channel and watch those videos to put two and two together to get a better understanding of what is happening. He says, what a huge amount of knowledge and info. It's pretty amazing value, really. And the reason I'm showing this to you guys is because, hey, even you, the guys, those of you who are not in the C program, even you guys have access to my historical videos, right? If you guys really want to trade and you guys aren't here just for the calls, you would be going back and watching those videos as well to get a peek into my mindset. And then he goes on to say, I was just looking back to your daily videos in October 2019 after BTC was ranging for like 4 weeks before a bear trap resulted in a big break towards the upside. I couldn't figure out the rationale for how you had taken the move. I went back to the daily videos and boom. Right, this is what I want to mention, right? He's putting the work. He's a new member, but he's already putting in the hard work to cross-reference the modules as well as the daily videos. And you guys have access to those daily videos, right? So go ahead and use it, guys. It's free content, and this is the kind of things that back in the day people did not have access to. So this is our advantage as millennials, right? In this new age, this is our advantage. We have very, very few of these advantages. So take advantage of these advantages. So yeah, Vishal too, right? I love this guy because he's putting in the hard work, and he's been talking about in the Mango Grove too. By the way, guys, Mango Grove is now going to be available again because, hey, we're going into a bear trend, at least in the short term, and the people who would be joining are the kind of people who are interested in learning and not the moon boys. Anyways, going back to what I was saying, Vishal is going back to the videos from, I believe, Jan to March, and he's putting in the work and cross-referencing it with the seed module. And I can't help but admire that, right? That work, that determination to get better at this even after going through frustration. And believe me, Vishal has struggled. He's gone through his share of frustrations, and he's now beginning to get better. Now things are coming together. Now he's having those profitable trades. Nothing is going to come easy, right? As I can give you guys the tools, I can give you guys the knowledge, but you guys need to put in the work to make it work, right? Damn, I really did not want to get into a rant today. It was supposed to be a stress-free Sunday, but I just couldn't help myself. Apologies for that. Let's get back to our analysis. I'm going to go ahead and hide this. And is it hidden? I believe so. I hope so, because I don't want to pause the video again. We were talking about the weekly Bitcoin sitting up against resistance, and it does seem like it is getting rejected. Will it do what it did back over here? Well, we're looking for clues of that today. So clues for that today. So let's go ahead and take a look. Should I switch on over to the 12-hour time frame now? No, let's start with the weekly, and we'll go ahead and turn on the Mango ribbon first, and we're going to show that, hey, we are sitting on the weekly 21 EMA and the weekly Tenkin, and yes, this is a good thing. So we shouldn't be selling into support, definitely, but at the same time, in our videos going back just yesterday, actually, we talked about how, this is not a good look, right? The Mango dynamic indicator, we are sitting underneath it, and this has given us in the past really, really good tight exits and tight entries. So what this is telling us is that, hey, you know what? This may turn around, yes, but at the moment, we are still sitting against trend resistance, and we may want to be a little bit more patient for this to, one, at least close above this level over here, or if you want to get even more patient, wait for this to turn green again, flip green, right? And right now, it looks like Bitcoin actually came and smacked right up against it, right? Like this nailed even the resistance here. We dumped back down, came all the way down to what, 9,757, and then came and tested this level right over here and seeing resistance at the moment. Let's go ahead and look at the 12-hour time frame and see what's going on over there. And yep, this was looking good earlier today, but again, seeing the candle close like this is not very confidence inducing at all. I would have liked to see the 12-hour candle close above 10,500 at the very least. We were looking for multiple 4-hour candles above 10,450, right? Again, we're not getting that, guys. This 12-hour candle is going to be closing again at around 10,349, which is going to line up with a 4-hour candle failing to close multiple 4-hour candles above that 10,450, right? I don't want to switch on over to the 4-hour today because we promised not to, but go ahead and watch yesterday's video. You can go ahead and look at both the Mango Ribbon and the Mango Dynamic. We can start with the Mango Dynamic, and it is sitting on support, but this is still purple. Purple means consolidation and does not mean trend continuation to the upside just yet. In fact, I would lean more so towards the previous trend, which was red, right? It flipped red somewhere around here, and hey, could we be putting in a lower high here? We have a lot of space on the 12-hour time frame to put in a lower high, all the way up to 11,300 to 11,100 is a region Bitcoin could actually pop up to on the 12-hour time frame and put in a lower high. So let's go ahead and just look at our structure over here. We have a low, a high, a low, and we could put in a lower high somewhere over here, guys, right? So high, low, lower high, and this is our lower low, right? So this is a downtrend on the 12-hour time frame. And again, does this line up with anything we just talked about on the weekly? Yes, it does, right? If we do pop up over here and put in a lower high, what does it line up with? It lines up with the 12-hour. We don't even need this right now. Clear everything. You guys don't need any indicator, by the way. Once you guys figure this out, okay, indicators just add edge and probability. You guys can do this without anything, okay? What does it line up with? It lines up with our thesis on how we come and test the structure over here and get rejected anyways and continue the downtrend. Am I looking for that just yet? No, but I'm preparing myself mentally for that possibility. Do I want that to happen? No, I don't want that to happen, but hey, life won't do what you want it to do, right? You got to prepare for what life throws at you, okay? As a trader, that's what you need to always be thinking about. How can you consistently put food on the plate for your family? Okay, so that's the weekly, and we talked about the 12-hour too, so that's Bitcoin. We can go ahead and wait for more clues going into tomorrow's weekly open, but at the moment, hey, are we going to be repeating exactly what we did over here, man? It's let's hope not, right? This was a different scenario, different time, but hey, let's put it this way. I'm not feeling too bullish at all. I have no leverage trades open whatsoever. I'm just waiting, watching, looking for clues as to what the market wants to do. And we are seeing clues, right? We were talking about it early this morning in the Mango Seed chat too. As soon as we woke up, we looked at YFI and was giving us hints. In fact, what did it do since morning? Let's go ahead and look at that. It was giving us hints of not a good look at the very least. And this is the weekly. The 4-hour, and yep, there you go. Did not look good this morning. Tested the structure over here and dumping back down. It even took out this low, I do believe. Yep, it took out this low over here. So again, I'd be looking for this to put in a lower high and then continuation towards the downside. Does this mean this trend is done? No, it does not mean that at all. It just means that this could come and test the structure somewhere around 3 BTC, or if it wants to be aggressive, it may bounce off 3.3. And hey, this has been a very, very aggressive trend. Have I caught any of this move? Nope, I didn't catch any of this move. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get on over to Ethereum. We're looking at Ethereum against the USD pairing on the weekly time frame. I did do a longer video on Ethereum. It's more of an educational video a couple of days ago. Please go ahead and check that one out. You guys will get a firmer understanding of what Ethereum is doing. But in this video, we're going to go ahead and do a quick, not a recap, but more so just an overview of what it's doing right now based on the weekly close. And hey, we look at the 12-hour too. So we do have our range that could be essentially outlined just by the structure over here. We're going to go ahead and turn on our horizontals, and you can see that we have our top of the range at around 435-ish, middle of the range at around 390-ish, bottom of the range at around 356, right? And hey, exactly what we talked about is happening, right? We came and tested at around 375 to 390 region, likely putting in a lower high on the 12-hour time frame. We'll go ahead and check that out. The weekly is holding its structure currently as resistance 390. The middle of the range is currently resistance. Price got underneath the middle of the range and it's respecting that. So that's information for us, right? The bottom of the range lining up with this high over here, this structure over here, this low over here too, is being respected as support, coming in at 350. So what we didn't want Ethereum to do was close underneath 350, because that would be a really ugly look. But hey, there's 12 hours to go. don't want to get too optimistic just yet. Let's hope for Ethereum to close above 350 because the overall look of the market will be a lot better. But that being said, if Bitcoin wants to continue down, hey, that's not, Ethereum has no say in that, right? Ethereum will follow. So let's go ahead and look at the 12-hour and see what's going on over here. Yep, lower high, right? Just like we talked about, we can go ahead and turn off our horizontals. And how do you highlight this? Boom, 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 boom. Again, we don't know if this is stopping here. Okay, we don't know if it's stopping here. It could come up higher, but hey, this resistance line is being respected to the T. But let's go ahead and wait for the actual candle close, the next candle close. We just closed a 12-hour, by the way. The next 12-hour candle close going into this weekly is going to be really, really important. But for now, this is looking like a rejection. We do have a lower low. We are looking to set in a lower high. And then the question is, do we see another lower low, or can Ethereum resolve itself, or rather redeem itself by putting in a higher low at this level here at around 350, right? If we can put in a higher low here, that'd be a good look. That'd be a good look. And then we can start looking for a trend reversal. But ultimately, it's going to be this weekly structural level that is going to be very, very important at 350. We don't want to be losing that this week for sure. If we lose that this week, right, 12 hours to go, it's not going to look good. I'm going to be looking for another retest of that 300 level. If we lose 300, again, we're looking for 277 after. So these 12 hours is going to be very, very deciding for Ethereum. A lot can happen in 12 hours. Just sitting at around 368 now, got all the way up to 390 earlier this morning. But yeah, if we take out this level, which doesn't look like we want to do it at the moment, but again, a lot can happen towards the upside too, right? If we take out this level at 390, I'll be looking for, hey, a test of 435. As simple as that. Again, look at the ranges, guys. 390. If we take it out to the upside, likely going to test 430 next. If we lose 350 towards the downside, we're likely going to go down back to 300, and hey, perhaps a wick down to 274 this time to put in a low over there. So the low isn't confirmed, and on the 12-hour, the high isn't confirmed either, right? So we are waiting. Now let's go ahead and look at Link. Alright, and here we have Chainlink USD on the weekly time frame, and unlike Ethereum and Bitcoin, we haven't taken back the previous week's candle close, right? We are still sitting underneath that candle close. As a result, we have a nice red candle. But hey, again, 12 hours left. A lot can happen. And there's good news, though. We can go ahead and turn on the Mango ribbon. Okay, this is the good news. Actually, this is the Mango dynamic. But yeah, essentially, we are sitting on top of support on the Mango dynamic, also sitting above the blue dots. I really like that. And on the Mango ribbon too, we are sitting above Tenkin and 10 SMA. Kijun support tested and bounced off it twice now. 21 EMA barely grazed. Link has been looking strong in the fact that its support has been getting front run on multiple time frames. Again, Chainlink has been covered too in a video in isolation. Please go ahead and check that out. And yeah, Chainlink has been looking strong too, but this weekly candle close hasn't been the best, to be honest, right? We haven't closed it though yet. Let's go ahead and see how the next 12-hour closes. With that, we can go ahead and look at the 12-hour structure, and this does look like consolidation trying to poke up high, right? We have higher lows, higher lows, higher lows each time, which is a really, really good look. The next 12 hours on Chainlink could be completely different, by the way. If we test this region over here again and take out these highs here at around $13.30, I think we pop this high over here too at $13.42, and hey, we have a chance of testing $15 one more time after that. But let's go ahead and turn on the Mango ribbon first. Likely sitting against resistance. Yup, 21 EMA, still resistance each time. Testing, rejection each time. We are sitting over the Tenkin. That's good news. Tenkin coming in, beginning to curl up. Good news again. Let's look at the Mango dynamic. Is it resistance? Yes, it is. And purple as well. So consolidation, which is exactly what Link is doing, right? This is what you'd be looking for consolidation. And remember, purple means consolidation. Red means downtrend. You go with the previous trend for now until this turns green, or you won't be sitting well above it as well as above the blue dots. We don't have either of that just yet. So if you want to get aggressive, you want to be patient. That's what's funny about Chainlink, right? If you want to be aggressive, at the moment, you want to be a little bit more patient before getting aggressive, because the lower time frames, and by that I'm talking about the 12-hour, hasn't really given us what we're looking for just yet. All right, so that's it for today, guys. It is Sunday, so I want to keep the videos as short as possible, and I did go off on a rant. Apologies for that. And hey, yeah, enjoy your Sunday. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Do it the mango way, do it the stress-free way. Ciao.